guitar coming through okay? The guitar coming through okay?
Yeah.
Well, my name's Lynn Magnuson. I come in here from time to time, and I've got some folk music tonight. Dug out a few new ones. I think I got them in here anyway. Earlier today, I was digging around in my stuff, and somehow my main sheet music collection got lost, so I had to go to the local cyber cafe and download everything again, all the lyric sheets. Some of the stuff I got memorized, some of it I don't. This one, it's by Ralph McTell. It's called Streets of London. It's one of my favorite songs. Have you seen the old man in the closed down market, kicking up the paper with his worn out shoes? In his eyes you see no pride, and held closely by my side, yesterday's paper telling yesterday's news. How can you tell me that you're lonely? Say for you that the sun don't shine. Let me take you by the hand and lead you through the streets of London. I'll show you something that will make you change your mind. Have you seen the old girl who walks the streets of London, dirt in her hair and her clothes in rags? She's no time for talking, keeps right on walking, carrying her home into carrier bags. How can you tell me that you're lonely? Say for you that the sun don't shine. Let me take you by the hand and lead you through the streets of London. I'll show you something that will make you change your mind. In the all-night cafe at 11:15, same old man sitting there on his own, looking at the world over the rim of his teacup. Each tea lasts an hour, then he wanders home alone. How can you tell me that you're lonely? Say for you that the sun don't shine. Let me take you by the hand and lead you through the streets of London. I'll show you something that will make you change your mind. Have you seen the old man outside the Seaman's Mission? Memories fade with the metal ribbons that he wears. In our wintry city, the rain cries little pity for one more forgotten hero in a world that doesn't care. How can you tell me that you're lonely? Say for you that the sun don't shine. Let me take you by the hand and lead you through the streets of London. I'll show you something that will make you change your mind. Welcome to the neutral ground. He was a man and a friend always. He never cared if I had no dough. Take two. He was a man and a friend always. He stuck with me in the hard old days. He never cared if I had no dough. We rambled around in the rain and snow. And here's to you, my rambling boy. May all your rambles bring you joy. And here's to you, my rambling boy. May all your rambles bring you joy. Well, late one night in a jungle camp, the weather it was so cold and damp. He got the chills and he got 'em bad. They took the only friend I had. And here's to you, my rambling boy. May all your rambles bring you joy. And here's to you, my rambling boy. May all your rambles bring you joy. Now he left me here, ramble on. My rambling pal is dead and gone. If when we die, we go somewhere, now I bet you $1 he's rambling there. And here's to you, my rambling boy. May all your rambles bring you joy. And here's to you, my rambling boy. May all your rambles bring you joy. That's old Tom Paxton for you, rambling boy. Yeah, thank you. Been a little while since I've been in here. I've been busy looking for jobs, job hunting, uh, trying to find gas money for my car and everything else, food money. It's getting expensive out there now, if you haven't noticed. Now, I'm one of the 99%. I'm not one of the 1% that's got the money. So I'll sit there and play another song. This one's, I wrote it in 1980 after doing civil disobedience against nuclear weapons near the Seattle area. They really didn't like the idea of them building those things when people were going hungry, so I made a statement. And the district court in that area made a statement too, and I got locked up for 2 months. So here's my story. They put me on a train bound for California. Rambled in the day and rambled in the night. I'll tell you, my friends, how it feels to be in jail, riding through the night on a prison-bound train. Judge, he said, jail for the next 60 days. They took me from the courtroom, put me on the chain. I'll tell you, my friends, how it feels to be in chains, riding through the night on a prison-bound train. Walked the road of life in the hardest way. Tossed and I turned as I tried to sleep. I'll tell you, my friends, how it feels being asleep, riding through the night on a prison-bound train. Been from jail to jail, back around again. Walked the road of life in the hardest way. I'll tell you, my friends, how it feels to be back around, riding through the night on a prison-bound train. Riding through the night on a prison-bound train. Hello, Dan. Welcome to the Neutral Ground. I doubt if you've ever been here before.
I remember that song.
Who's the friend with the ARNO T-shirt on? Yeah, I get to go to court tomorrow morning in defense of the poor defenseless cats of Kenner.
Oh, good.
Are you going too?
I'm not sure. Yeah, I've been in touch with the attorney, so I don't know.
Yeah, they got an ordinance down there that you can't feed stray cats, and you'll get in incredible amounts of trouble if you do. But I do it anyway, so I hope they won't have to ride the prison-bound train again. But it's a civil suit, the Humane Society versus the City of Kenner, 9 a.m. tomorrow in Gretna. Be there or be square. I am not going to try that one. I do not know that song well enough. I do know this one. Now screw it up. I don't know all the verses very well. Fair wet Angelina hills of the crown, being stolen by bandits, I must follow the sound. Triangle tinkles and the trumpets play slow. Farewell, Angelina, the sky is on fire, and I must go. There's no need for anger, there's no need for blame. There's nothing to prove, everything's still the same. Just tables standing empty by the edge of the sea. Farewell, Angelina, the sky is trembling, and I must go. Now the jacks and the queens have forsaken the courtyard. 52 gypsies now file past the guard. In the space where the deuce and the ace runs went wild. Farewell, Angelina, the sky is folding, I'll see you in a while. See the cross-eyed pirates sitting perched in the sun, shooting tin cans on a sawed-off shotgun. And the neighbors, they clap and they cheer with each blast. Farewell, Angelina, the sky's changing color, I must leave fast. King Kong and elves on the rooftops they dance. Valentino type tangos while the makeup man's hands shut the eyes of the dead, not to embarrass anyone. The sky is embarrassed, I must be gone. The machine guns are roaring, the puppets heave rocks. These nail time bands to the hands of the clock. Call me anything you want, I will never deny it. Farewell, Angelina, and I must go. Thanks. Really appreciate you turning up the lights in here this week. Like they added a few lights up here. Another Bob Dylan song, the Ballad of Donald White. And this one's kind of got some personal meaning to me. The guy Donald White that the song is written about, the person that introduced me to the Quaker faith used to visit him in prison. So there's kind of a connection there. Yeah, I don't know Donald White, but Donald Beach was the name of the Quaker, and he had a prison ministry out of that church. And, he's the same guy that introduced me to the church, to that particular church. And I've been involved with them off and on now for probably 30, 40 years. My name is Donald White, you see, I stand before you all. I was judged by you, a murderer. Hangman's, they messed up the chords on this. My name is Donald White, you see, I stand before you all. I was judged by you, a murderer, the hangman's not most fall. I will die upon the gallows tree when the moon is drawing clear. These are my final words, you will ever hear. Now I left my home in Kansas when I was very young, landed in the old Northwest, Seattle, Washington. Although I've traveled many miles, I never made a friend. I could never get along in life with the people I would meet. If I had some education, give me a decent start, I might have been a doctor or master of the arts. But I used my hands for stealing, and I was very young. Now they locked me down in jailhouse cells, that's how my life began. Oh, the inmates and the prisoners, I found they were my kind. It was there, inside the bars, I found my peace of mind. But the jails, they were so crowded, the institutions overflowed. So they turned me loose to walk along life's weary, tangled road. Now there's danger on the ocean where the salt sea waves split high. And there's danger on the battlefield, the shells and bullets fly. Now there's danger in this open world when men strive to be free. But for me the greatest danger was in society. So I asked them to send me back to the institution home. They said they were too crowded. For me they had no room. Got down on my knees and begged, oh please put me away. But they would not listen to my plea or nothing I would say. And so it was on Christmas Eve in the year of 59. It was on that night I killed a man I did not try to hide. Well, the jury found me guilty. I won't disagree, for I knew that it would happen if I wasn't put away. I'm glad I had no parents to care for me and cry, but now they'll never know all the death that I died. Also glad I have no friends to see me in disgrace, but they'll never see that hangman's hood all wrap around my face. Farewell to the old north woods of which I used to roam. Farewell to the crowded bars which have been my home. Farewell to all you people who think the worst of me. Guess you'll feel much better when I'm on that hanging tree. But there's one more question before kill me dead. I'm wondering just how much of you I have really said concerning all the boys that walk down a road like me. All the enemies or victims of your society. Okay. Yeah, I might add that Donald White never got executed. He's I guess they had some cases in Washington State that abolished the death penalty for a while, and he was fortunate enough to get a life sentence. And he does art. He's an artist. And that's what the reference to peace of mind in the song is about his art, I'm pretty sure. He did those paintings. And, this land is your land, this land is my land, from California to the New York Island, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me. As I went walking that ribbon of highway, I saw above me that endless skyway. I saw below me that golden valley. This land was made for you and me. This land is your land, this land is my land, from California to the New York Island, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me. Well, I roamed and I rambled, and I followed my footsteps to the sparkling sands of her diamond deserts, and all around me a voice was sounding. This land was made for you and me. This land is your land, this land is my land, from California to the New York Island, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me. Not quite done yet, I messed something up there. As I went walking, I saw a sign there. On that sign it said, no trespassing. But on the other side, it didn't say nothing. That sign was made for you and me. This land is your land, this land is my land, from California to the New York Island, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me. Nobody living can ever stop me as I go walking that freedom highway. Nobody living ever make me turn back, 'cause this land was made for you and me. This land is your land, this land is my land. From California to the New York Island, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters, this land was made for you and me. Well, in the shadow of the steeple, I saw my people by the relief office. I saw my people. I stood there hungry. I stood there asking, is this land made for you and me? This land is your land, this land is my land. From California to the New York Island, from the Gulf Stream waters to the Gulf Stream waters, this land was made for you and me. Yeah, that's a full version of This Land Is Your Land by Woody Guthrie. I even got those verses that got edited out in his studio cuts. You know, the recording engineer just sort of hit a little button on Final Cut or Pro Tools, I mean, and just cut out the parts that that were putting down, rich people and so forth. So I left them in there just out of respect for them. Yeah. One of these days I'm going to come in here and I'm going to play this song, because this thing is absolutely beautiful, but I don't know it well, and it's called Redemption Song by Bob Marley. I don't know it yet, but I love the song. Yeah. A couple more here, and then I'll let Dan come up here and play. That's right, isn't it, Dan?
Yeah.
I couldn't remember whether it was Dan or Don. If I don't see you two down at court tomorrow, I'm going to be very upset.
Yeah.
I might even write a song about it.
They did. I know about that.
I'd like to write a song for the city of Kenner for pulling that one, too. I can't think of the right words. There's nothing nice. Most of what I'm thinking about it, I can't publish. I'd get in trouble. But, it's another original. I don't know what you think I should do, Dan. Play the Bravest or a Survivor song?
Play the Bravest.
I can't hear you.
Bravest?
Survivor song?
Yeah, okay.
I'm going to play both of them. I just can't decide which order to play them in. Actually, come to think of it, I think that you're up at 9 and it's 10, I mean, and it's 9:54. So, I got a bit of an ego. I'll play my own song. What's your friend's name?
That's my wife, Jenny.
Your wife? I didn't know what the relationship was, and I didn't want to make assumptions. But I figured you'd correct me. Life is full of troubles, struggles every day. Can you reach out and help a neighbor like the good book says? Someday we'll see the Savior when we're dead and gone. Till then, just do best you can. Woke up the other morning, saw flowers on a neighbor's fence. Two young men were standing there, thought I heard one say, his mother died there, lost in the flood. So I joined them in a silent prayer for that woman I'm sure they're missing. Life is full of troubles, struggles every day. You know your father is watching you and that lower nine. Now reach out, help a sister and a brother too. I'll see you in that promised land when we get there. Scattered on the road somewhere by the waters of the flood. Folks everywhere trying to find their way home. Lower 9 Lake Front and the 7th Ward too. I'll see you when you come back. Oh, please come back, New Orleans. I got time for another one, or do you want to
Yeah,
go?
go ahead. You're good.
This is my last one. I'm kind of short of songs tonight because I had a. If I can find the rest of it. Actually, that is the whole thing. This one is a tribute to the firefighters and the cops and the rest of them that went to try to rescue people in 9/11. I really should wait until September to play this, but you know I'm in a mood to play this one tonight, so I will. It's called The Bravest. It's written by Tom Paxton, who's actually known more for protest songs and folk music and stuff. This is kind of rare for him to write something like this, but I love the song. You could have put just about any lyrics to this thing and it would have sounded really good. The first plane hit the other tower right after I came in. Left a fiery, gaping hole where officers had been. We stood there and watched in horror as we saw the first ones fall. And someone yelled, get out, get out. They tried to kill us all. Grabbed the pictures from my desk and I joined the flight of life. With every step I called the names of my children and my wife. And then I heard them coming several floors below. Crowd of firefighters with their heavy gear in tow. Now every time I try to sleep, I'm haunted by the sound. Firemen pounding up the stairs while we were coming down. And when we met them on the stairs, they said we were too slow. get out, they yelled at us. The whole thing's gonna go. They didn't have to tell us twice. We'd seen the world on fire. Kept on running down the stairs, but they kept climbing higher. Now every time I try to sleep, I'm haunted by the sound. Firemen pounding up the stairs while we were coming down.
Sorry.
Thank God we made it to the street. We ran through ash and smoke. I didn't know which way to run. I thought that I would choke. Fireman took me by the arm, turning me uptown. Christ, I heard him whisper as the tower came crashing down. Every time I try to sleep, I'm haunted by the sound. Firemen pounding upstairs while we were coming down. So now I go to funerals for men I never knew. The pipers play Amazing Grace as the coffins come in view. They must have seen it coming as they turned to face the fire. They sent us down to safety. They kept on climbing higher. Every time I try to sleep, I'm haunted by the sound. Firemen pounding upstairs while we were coming down. Okay, that's it. I come back here. Said I come back here again in 1 week from today. I lucked out this month, and I get to play twice this month. I forget the date, but it's next Wednesday, right after the Dinky Dow Poetry Hour, the spoken word thing. Well, it's all yours.
I don't know.